Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. It's time to talk about the M53-59. This is a new Czechoslovakian AA that they just added to the game, and it's an interesting vehicle, let's put it like that. The vehicle itself is not more of an AA, but more of an AFV, more of a destroyer of all worlds. It's got a lot of pen on its gun, up to over 90mm, which makes these 30mm quite deadly. And also at the same time, since there's two of them, you can really annihilate a lot of aircraft, which wander around as well, once you get the muzzle velocity right, which is quite high on the vehicle. The Soviets have gained two very good AAs in the span of a few updates in the form of the BTR-ZD and also this, the 53-59, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing go up in BR, just because of the fact that it has all-round capabilities. It's able to take on Panthers and Tigers from the side, it's able to pretty much nuke any Sherman through the front, and a lot of other lightly armoured vehicles it can just annihilate. It's one of those vehicles that obviously is a little bit RNG in how it works, because you can rush to an area at the start of the map, and if there's a heavy there, well, you just die. And then also if there's artillery, you just die once again. But it can be super fun if you run into all the Hellcats and if you run into all the light tanks trying to get into position quickly. One of the downsides of this vehicle that I haven't really seen highlighted is its stock grind can be very annoying. Even though the vehicle itself gets the best stock round that it's, or its best round stock basically, one of the problems the vehicle has is its engine is incredibly underpowered until you get the filters, engine and transmission upgrades. After you get those, the vehicle feels fine, the acceleration feels good, but before those it is really rough. The horizontal drive and the elevation also are a little bit of an issue, especially if you are trying to make this thing an actual AA instead of a vehicle that is a pseudo AA, but apart from that it works very well. The vehicle has a lot of niceties to it. It's another one of these vehicles that you can just roam around and just smash people with the guns with, and I know a lot of people enjoy those things, and that usually when a vehicle has this kind of multi-role capability, it normally goes up in BR. The BTR-ZD started climbing in BR, this thing probably will as well. The only issue with it climbing in BR is there is actually quite a lot of tanks at 7377 which are pretty lightly armoured, and this thing will just annihilate it. Like this against stuff like the Leopard 1 or stuff like the Marder, it's just going to annihilate. So putting it up in BR might actually not make it that much worse, because right now it's in the brackets of a lot of heavy tanks which kind of keep it at bay. So the vehicle, when it's fully spaded, it's able to do pretty much whatever it wants, and the only thing you got to watch out for is frontally fighting some of the heavier vehicles at the BR. But if you actually put it up in BR, it may technically get better. So it's one of those weird ones to actually figure out. Also, it doesn't have the strongest lineup around it. The LA9 and the TU2 are okay as backups in aviation. Then the IS-2, I suppose, is alright, and then also, at the same time, you have, not really much else. Usually the powerhouses of the Soviets are at different BRs as we go around. Anyway, you should definitely research this machine, have a bit of fun with it, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank Millie Draper, Juan the Panda, Nick R. Kupila, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pyman, Merciless Reaper, Orange Tail, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Moxie B. Young, Peter Grayling, Jerry Provolt, Bareen, Alan Hacker, Sem Arslan, Uncle Bean, Derek R., and Lafouche for supporting the channel.